Hello, everybody. I'm Adam.
And I'm Marty.
And we are AM Vintage. And today we're doing a review, Mari.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We actually found a tribute song.
We did.
Just for the king.
An Elvis tribute song.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? It's not by Paul McCartney or Bruce Springsteen.
No, it's actually from a YouTuber. Right?
A YouTuber.
And another gentleman.
Yeah.
So
Joe Sins.
I believe. So
like, hey, don't hang out with Joe because he sins. So it's by Joe Sins.
Joe Sins, and of course this YouTuber, which is what it's called, Rare
Elvis Photos
is the channel.
Yeah.
We actually follow this person,
this
YouTuber, so we actually like all the videos. But this was interesting, and we thought we hear it and we want to do a review on it.
We're gonna listen to the song with you guys.
Yeah, and see what
we're not gonna say anything until the song's over, and then we'll talk about it.
Yep.
All right. It's called Without Him.
We'll dissect it and see how it goes.
Yep.
All right.
Coming up next.
My baby, she done me wrong. My baby, she played. My baby took her down to the river where she lived out the last long day.
Noisy chair.
Very noisy.
All right, Mari, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right.
Here we go. All right, you guys gonna listening to it's called Without Him. Again, it's a tribute song made just for Elvis.
Yeah. And you can find it on Rare Elvis Photos YouTube channel.
Yes.
Right?
Well, here we go.
Here we go, Mari.
Don't let no one talk about the king. We defend his memory, let Elvis' freedom ring. No ex-wife of his gonna ruin the love we feel for the boy from Tupelo, then straight to Bill. He changed the world with one move of his hips. He changed the world with one sneer from his lips. There would be no Beatles or Rolling Stones, Tupac Shakur, pop or rock and roll without him. The world is not as bright without him. He loved us all as he sung from stage. We hung on every word, every turn of the leg. And on that screen, we watched him change our lives. Every word he spoke left us all in awe and mesmerized. He changed the world with one move of his hips. He changed the world with one sneer from his lips. There would be no Beatles or Rolling Stones, Tupac Shakur, pop or rock and roll without him. The brightness of the world would be so dim without him. The world is not as bright without him.
All right, Mari. Man, that was a tribute to the king. You can't believe it. I could just tell. Mari cannot believe it. What a tribute. So, what do you think? Without Him by Joe Sins. What's going on? You're speechless? Okay, can we just get right into it real quick? Okay. The first thing that I noticed about this song, just right from the beginning, is, I mean, they start hating on Priscilla right from the start. It's like Elvis tribute song, let's hate on Priscilla
That's the
right
first
away.
thing you recognize.
Well, that was the very first part.
The first thing I recognized was the fact that this is like an AI generated song.
Well, of course.
It's not even, and if this person is singing,
it didn't.
truly, it's not. It sounded really fake.
Well, I didn't like the way it sounded.
I didn't like the music. I thought
Here's what I don't like.
it's not country to me. If that's what they're going for,
That's what I didn't like. Here's what I don't like. I love real country music.
I do too.
Like I love like George Jones.
Yes,
You know, I love
but it's not
Johnny
so much,
Paycheck. I love Hank Williams.
for me,
you
it's
know,
not so
Charlie
much-
Pride.
It's not so much the music. It's the fact that you can tell
Yes.
it's not. There's no real instruments in it.
The style of this song is like it's like 2020 country.
Yeah.
It's like that new country that sounds nothing like country.
There's nothing wrong with that for those the generation today that like to
If
hear it,
you're
like
a-
the new
if
the
you're
new
a
coming
purist,
stars,
if you like real country music,
yeah.
this song,
Yeah.
it's
But,
I'm sorry I
like
have
I
to
said-
say it's not my style at all.
It's
not
mine
my
either,
style.
But
I don't think
that's
this would
not
be
what you should be ripping on.
I don't think it would be Elvis's style.
No.
Uh,
But you have to remember the new
You know,
generations
this-
today that are following
Yeah.
Elvis are not from that time.
I guess.
But again, this has nothing for me. It has nothing to do with the
Yeah.
music. It's the fact that it's AI. It's totally AI.
It's totally
You can hear it in
Can
the
I-
guy's voice, and you hear that. You
hear that Cher, like, do you believe in
Yeah,
love
it's
sound?
like that
Like,
echoey,
that
like
echo, like,
his voice just sounds fake. No, like I said, if it's a man singing and I'm adding to it, like Cher,
right.
because Cher
it
sings,
could be a real person
Yeah,
singing,
but it's
but
got,
if it is, they're definitely using electronics with the voice.
yeah, I don't like that.
Elvis never would ever do anything like that.
But another
anyways,
thing that bothers me too.
how about this, real quick?
Before I forget.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Before I
Go
forget,
ahead.
because I don't know as I forget
Yeah, I
things.
know. Go ahead.
Why does this song sound like it's a patriotic song? Like it's an American anthem. It's
Yeah.
not an American
Is it
anthem.
an
It's
Elvis anthem,
song,
or
are
is
you
it a-
doing it like you're born and love the USA? And
Right,
that,
right.
I mean, and I love, you know what I'm saying? Like is that what they were going for?
They're going for, like, you know, we love Elvis, we love America,
Yeah, what does that have to do with
we
freedom?
love apple pie,
Freedom,
you know,
let freedom ring.
let freedom ring, like that type of thing. But anyways, how about this? Real quick,
What?
Mari. You know what? I usually love a good Elvis tribute song,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of them out there. There's some really good ones.
Okay.
But anyways, how about if I just read like the first part and we kind of just dissect that?
Yeah.
We'll just talk about that. I'm going to read the lyrics of just like the first little part. And then we'll just say, you know, how is that? Ready? So the first part of the song, okay? We don't let no one talk about the king. We defend his memory. Let Elvis freedom ring.
Okay. I love the fact that they're defending Elvis. That's awesome. We all defend him in one way or another, right?
Right.
But what does that have to do with freedom? Well, maybe again, too, we have the freedom to love Elvis. So, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Was that
It's
what
a
that
little
is?
confusing, okay?
It's a
And
little
here's the next
confusing,
part.
maybe.
No ex-wife of his gonna ruin the love we feel for the boy from Tupelo, then straight to Beale.
I'm thinking, you're ruining. Okay, first of all, you don't like Priscilla. You're actually ruining a song and adding her in there. You know? I'm sorry, Adam. But I would not. If I'm going to make a song about Elvis, I would not add her in there and give her credit or mention her or anything.
Yeah,
Like, leave it alone. You're honoring Elvis.
right.
And her, and hating her, whatever, people don't like her, that she has nothing to do for my love for Elvis. What the heck does she have to do with it?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
She's
I
gonna
guess
ruin. How's she gonna ruin
they
it?
think he's ruining his legacy so bad that they have to put her in the song.
I couldn't care less.
So that, you know what? Right off the bat,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry, but I'm not one of these people that hates on Priscilla.
Well, I don't either, but I wouldn't
actually
waste my breath putting her in a song.
I like the lady. I
Especially
don't think
Elvis.
she's the person that everybody says that she is. But anyways, here's the next part, Mari. He changed the world with one move of his hip. He changed the world with one sneer of his lips. You know, it's kind of generic. The lyric, it's a little generic. It's like, you
Yeah.
know what, to me,
Yeah, no, like
his voice is what really did it, you know.
yeah. Where was that at?
What about how great he was as a singer, you know, and
His
just,
charisma, his presence. You know, there's so much
Yeah.
you could describe.
it's always the lip and the hip.
Yeah,
right?
that's just not.
But
Yeah,
you
that's. But yeah, okay, whatever.
let's move on. Ready?
Mhm.
Here's your favorite part, I think. Ready?
My favorite part. Okay.
Yeah, this has got to be your favorite part. There would be no Beatles or Rolling Stones.
What?
Tupac Shakur. No more rock and roll without him. The world is not as bright without him.
Okay.
So what do you think about that part, Mari?
The Beatles, we always said, we know that John said there would be no.
John
Beatles,
Lennon
right?
said it. He said without Elvis, there would not be the
no
Beatles.
right? Okay. And Rolling Stones, no.
There's a little connection there.
There's a connection, whatever.
Sure.
But Tupac, no.
What were they? Tupac.
First of all, I love, for those who know me, and Adam knows me, I love all kinds of music. Rap is one of them too. But I like probably Tupac, and then we're like right around him and Biggie were probably like the last ones I actually like.
It's kind of like with country.
You know,
we like
a certain.
We like the old
year,
stuff.
right?
You know what I mean?
Like maybe 90s and.
She likes
before.
the old rap.
So when it comes down to Tupac, I'm sorry. What does Tupac have to do with Elvis? I mean, yeah, maybe he was an influence to Tupac in some personal sense, right? We don't know about. But what the heck does that have to do with rap music, with his music? Don't confuse that.
I was just like...
Not only that, Adam, I feel like this song, you guys, whoever did this, I had good intentions behind it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But when you're starting to put Tupac, you're gonna open up a can of worms with people from the rap side. You know, people that love rap music and everything, and people that like Elvis. This is only gonna make people hate Elvis.
The problem is, I mean, you're right. You got a lot of people out there that say, you know, Elvis stole, you know, the black people's music, right?
Right.
And a lot of those people, you know, you can't convince them otherwise. You can't. But what you're doing now is you're putting it out there that without Elvis, there would be no Tupac Shakur.
Tupac, really?
Where's the connection here? I don't know. I see no connection.
No.
And I hate to say this because I think Elvis influenced so many people.
But then a lot of people influenced Elvis
and
too.
People influenced Elvis.
I mean, come on now. This person didn't mention Chuck Berry.
But I don't see a connection.
Where was Little Richard at? Where was, you know what I'm saying? You didn't mention any of the old school people. What does Tupac have to do with this?
I mean, you know what? If you want to say Elvis influenced Jimi Hendrix in a way, in a way he did, because Jimi Hendrix, when he was a kid, was a fan of Elvis.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, the Tupac Shakur reference in this song.
But people, and for those
ridiculous.
that don't even know, like, say they didn't know nothing about Elvis and didn't know nothing about, not even about Tupac. Like, say you're just making the assimilation that, you're assuming that nothing would be without Elvis. Like, I'm sorry.
Right. If somebody didn't really know better, they're going to hear this song and they're going to be like, oh, wow, Elvis influenced Tupac Shakur. Without him, there wouldn't be Tupac.
Not only that, but you're only making it out to be Elvis is the only person that's done rock and roll. That's not true. Those people before him. We talked about it. We mentioned... wait a minute. I mentioned Sister Rosetta Tharpe that I like a lot, the guitarist, you know. She started with gospel as well, rock and roll. And nobody mentions anybody before Elvis either.
Sure. Well, you know, I think if there hadn't have been Elvis, I think there still would have been rock and roll. I think it just would have been a lot different.
Yeah.
And a lot of the songs and the artists would have sounded different.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I have respect for the music before Elvis, the rock and roll before Elvis, and the rock and roll after Elvis, you know, or during the time. But Tupac has nothing to do with rock and roll.
Yeah. Why put Tupac in the song? What was that about?
Yeah, that was wrong.
Okay. Should we move past this part?
Yeah, that was wrong. I mean, like I said, we respect rock and roll, but there's so much before Elvis, and there's so much during the time that Elvis was popular, and I think that's how it should have been respected. I don't think Tupac should have been brought into this equation.
Yeah. I mean, who else could they have put
And for those who love Tupac and trust us, I don't think Elvis had any. Elvis had nothing to do with it.
How about, you know who they should have put in the song?
Who should have?
Who's that, the dude? Flava Flav. They should have put Flava Flav in there. Without Elvis, there'd be no Flava Flav, right?
And do you guys remember Flava Flav? He always wore that big old clock back in the 80s. I loved it. Yeah, boy. There, yeah,
boy.
I loved it.
No, he still wears that.
I love
Didn't you
that.
see him at
But
the Olympics?
Yeah, but see, he's true to himself. Just like I think if Elvis was around, I could still picture Elvis wearing his jumpsuits.
Yeah. Well,
he could be 80 years old rocking it.
Like,
and what is it, close to 90?
Certain things I can make, like, I could actually make a connection with Elvis and, like, Flava Flav, just with, like, because Elvis would wear all this crazy bling back in the day, and he was, like, he was the first one to really wear all these, like, you know, so maybe, like, a fashion connection.
Yeah.
But music-wise,
but
I see no connection.
If you're going to give credit to Elvis, I think don't even mention other artists too, Adam, I think, because, you know, you're dismissing a lot of good people back in the day, like Chuck Berry. You know what I'm saying? Like Little Richard, I mentioned him before. Like, they were really great artists back in the day. Like, if you're just going to talk about Elvis, just talk about Elvis and what he did. Sure. And maybe the inspirations that Elvis got from other artists, that would have been nice too. I guess it should have been reframed differently.
I mean, I like to hear about different artists that were inspired by Elvis. I always like hearing about that.
That's what I would like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but don't.
If they actually said in an interview somewhere, like, like just like John Lennon, when he said, you know, without Elvis, there wouldn't be the Beatles.
Yeah, I think
he didn't say without Elvis, I wouldn't be a singer, or I wouldn't have been in a band.
Or maybe this gentleman that wrote this song could have said, without him, you know, music wouldn't be the same. You know, something like that. Just keep it broad.
But anyways, you had to bring Tupac in, didn't you? Anyways, I
love Tupac.
So here's the next part of the song. Ready? He loved us all as he sung from the stage. We hung on every word, on every turn of his leg. And on that screen, we watched him change our lives. Every word he spoke left us all in awe and mesmerized. You know what?
Again, it's
not bad, but it sounds like the kind of song that you would write in like school.
Like,
I mean, like,
that's why I say it's all about body parts and shaking his legs.
Reminds me of like
just something. It sounds like
your music.
Did a woman write
your
this?
high school music teacher says, you know what, you got to write a song for your.
Did a woman write this? He just focused on the physical attributes, the legs, the hips, right, the snare and everything.
Well, no, they say every word he spoke left us in awe and mesmerized. So
okay, I agree
they
with
like
that
the
one.
words.
I like that line. Yeah, that's a great line. Yeah.
So okay.
Okay.
And then it goes back to the chorus.
Oh.
Do you want to read the chorus again?
I don't want
to. Do you want?
No.
The chorus is the part about
Tupac and then
you know, there would be no Beatles, Rolling Stones, no Tupac.
I think that could have been. Like I said, it could have been worded differently, or it could have just been like just about Elvis. You know, music would have been the same without, you know.
Sure.
Or rock and roll would have been differently. That's all. Yeah. Because he's one of the many talented
I feel like we're
unforgettable.
I feel like
artists.
we're Lennon and McCartney dissecting a song.
Yeah.
You know? No, we don't. We're not songwriters.
No, we're not.
Look, we're like.
No, it just has to do with, you know, I guess taste.
Yeah. So the song ends like this. It says, the brightness of the world would be so dim without him. The world is not as bright without him. So that's how it ends. Kind of
like I
feel
said,
depressed at the end of it. I'm sorry.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They tried. I liked it. I thought they had really good, you know, little words to it, and it was catchy. But it just sounded really.
I feel bad dissecting this song in front of everybody. But like Milton Berle said, I think it was Milton Berle.
Because
he said, even bad publicity is good publicity. So people are going to go to the Elvis. Photos. They're gonna go check out the video. So we're helping with views.
Actually, we're helping. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
We're just giving our opinion.
Like I said, it was a good attempt to make a good song.
I like a lot of the stuff that I see on this channel.
I do too.
I don't like that he talks about Priscilla a lot in a negative way. That's the only part I don't like.
Oh, you talking about the channel? Oh, I'm just talking about.
I'm talking about the channel, and the song kind of.
You can talk about Priscilla.
This song is kind of a reflection of the of the YouTube channel.
I'm not worried about Priscilla. I'm worried about Tupac.
I'm always worried about Priscilla. I'm always worried.
I'm worried about Tupac.
You worry about Tupac?
Yeah.
I'll worry about Priscilla.
No, it just, you know what I mean? And in all seriousness, it probably has nothing to do with Tupac either. My opinion is just I just don't think that should have been said, because that could kind of rubs everybody the wrong way. Like, why do you have to put that person in there?
Well, yeah, because
and then it goes into race. It goes into whether we say that or not. It's gonna. I bet you any money that's what's gonna come down. Why are you messing with Tupac? You know.
Well, there are a lot of people that say Elvis stole, like I said earlier, black people music.
Right.
And now it's
now they're saying that.
Now they're saying that the people that came after Elvis were all influenced by him.
Right, and rap wouldn't be here without Elvis. I mean I don't think that
we can't take it that far.
No,
that's not. I don't think there's an Elvis rap. Like it doesn't really intersect. No. In my world, it doesn't intersect at all.
No, I don't think that should have been said.
Anyways,
I think that was a little disrespectful.
Yeah, but.
And what would Tupac's mom think? You know.
No
as a mom, I'll be like, "What? My son had talent."
Does anybody ever think about Tupac's mom?
No, and that's sad.
I don't know. I don't know if his mom's even.
No, and like I said, I don't think. But again, like I said, maybe he was just the person, AI, whatever. Because nowadays with AI, you just put in what you want a song to sound like, and it kind of writes the script out for you. So
we don't know this.
Had nothing to
do
with
we're not saying this as a fact that this was an AI song, but that's just what we feel.
That's what it sounds.
That's what we kind of. That's the idea that we got.
And there's nothing wrong with an AI song. I just want it to be more authentic.
Sure.
I think if he wanted to be a tribute song to Elvis,
I feel like it was like this is how it went. This is how the songwriting went for this song. It was like this. Real quick, Mark. Real quick. Okay. It was like this. Hey, AI songwriter, write a song about Elvis and make it patriotic. Mention how Priscilla is ruining his image. Also mention the influence that he had on the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Tupac Shakur. Enter. And then there's the song. It pops up.
You're right, because this YouTuber does not like Priscilla, right?
No, they don't like Priscilla.
I mean, that makes sense to me. And it makes me laugh because we've tried these AI generated kind of things. So you're able to put what you want in a song.
Sure. A few times we've had AI help us with scripts, but we always have to change them to
how we talk.
To fit how we talk and what
change words so they help. Sure. But this one just sounds strictly it came straight from that.
Straight AI.
And that's why we're saying
even the vocals seem kind of I don't know if that's a real singer.
But he could be singing, like I said, and do what Cher did and use that, you know.
When auto-tune. It's called auto-tune.
Yeah, so.
It makes it so that if you don't know what auto-tune is, you could be totally out of tune when you're singing. And this technology, it tunes your voice and
it sounds like
it makes you sound robotic.
But it sounds what today's music sounds. I hate to say that, but that's what this generation's music sounds like. Some of it, not all of it. Please excuse me, not all of it. Just some of it, it's like, we don't care for that. Now, if it would have been if Dolly Parton was singing a tribute song,
sure,
it would be authentic because you would actually see her with her little guitar.
Yeah.
She's so cute, and you'll be hearing her singing it. But we don't see a video, we don't see a person singing, so this
might be the next big hit during Elvis Week 2025, right? During
especially for those that do not like Priscilla. I'm sorry, but it's true.
They're gonna be singing this during the vigil next year.
That's the Priscilla hate song. Yeah. That's the jam.
That's the jam, man. They're being like, I love the part that says.
And Adam is worried about that part. I don't care about that part.
Hold on.
They can hate on Priscilla. I'm sorry.
We don't let no one talk about the king. We defend his memory. Let Elvis freedom ring. No ex-wife of his gonna ruin the love we feel. I mean, come on, man.
Adam's gonna be sour about that.
No ex-wife of his.
I don't care about that.
Gonna ruin the way we feel.
Just don't talk about Tupac. That's all.
Post Malone should cover this.
Do an edit of the song, take him out, and it's all good.
Take Tupac out. Yeah, take Priscilla out too, man. I gotta hate on Priscilla to have an Elvis tribute song.
I just think without those two things, because I really don't care if Priscilla's in it. Don't give her credit. And don't mentioning.
Get a real country singer like George Strait or something. You know what I
Alan
mean?
Jackson.
Alan
What
Jackson.
happened? Mark Chestnut.
You know?
Where are they at?
Where's the steel guitar? I didn't hear any steel guitar. I didn't hear a banjo.
Where's Alabama here? Come on, bring Alabama and sing a good song.
Yeah.
All right, Alabama could probably do
Come on,
really
man.
good.
Don't do new. Everybody, man, new country is not that great,
Yeah.
man.
I think Toby Keith would have killed this one right here.
Yeah. Toby Keith, he was great.
Yeah. Tim
Right?
What about Tim McGraw?
Tim McGraw, he was even, you know, and he's even got some good songs,
That's
right?
some good songs, yeah.
But after that point, after like the Tim McGraw era, Faith Hill era, country started to go in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They lost the twang. Right?
Yep. But
Real quick, Mario, I'm going to end with a
we're
joke.
gonna end this.
I'm gonna end with a joke.
Let's go into a different direction, Adam. We're supposed to just talk about this song.
We are, but we're gonna end in a second.
Oh,
and
my
I
Lord.
remember that old joke when they're like, what kind of music do you like?
So what were you
Ask me what kind of music I like.
What kind of music do you like, Adam?
I like both kinds, country and western.
All right, you guys.
Anyways.
Well, that was our review of this inspirational new tribute song to Elvis entitled "Without You" by, again, Joe Sins and the YouTuber that we
And
mentioned.
where can you find it?
And it's on YouTube with Rare. What is it?
Rare Elvis Photos.
Elvis Photos is a channel.
So.
Yeah, like I said, we like the channel and everything, but the song was just.
Mari, we might lose a few
I'm
subscribers,
sure.
and they might go straight over to Rare Elvis Photos and hit subscribe. But you know what? It happens.
It's just a review, you
It
guys.
happens.
I'm sure that person doesn't like a lot of things we say because of you.
Yeah,
Because of
but you
Priscilla.
know what? We watch his
So
channel.
you're welcome. Rare Photos, you're welcome to like hate some of the
You
videos.
can hate
that-
on our videos.
because he likes
But let's
Priscilla.
just keep watching. You know, we're going to watch.
But we love the rest of your
Yeah.
channel. No, we're just saying that this song could have been better. I just didn't like the fact that we mentioned Tupac. That's the only thing that I have a complaint.
He actually has another new song that's on his channel. And I liked the lyrics a lot better than this one.
Well, see, yeah, we like it, and it's okay to not like every single thing.
Sure. But we all love Elvis, right?
I love Elvis, yeah.
So that's all that matters. All right, everybody.
Sorry, you guys. Well,
Another video
Another
from
video.
AM Vintage. So.
hopefully, I hate to say this. Hopefully, you'll like, share and subscribe. Again, this is just an opinion, you guys.
Sure.
We get a lot of backlash for this, but we are human. We are sharing our opinion, and like I said, you don't have to agree with everything we say, right? And
That's right.
you still could like us. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we're very, very appreciative of your support to our channel.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, until next time.
All right, you guys. Please take care.
Take care.
I'm gonna get me a girl, don't matter if it's downtown.